Well, let's get a stream started then. Game should be loading up. Let's see, will it load up anytime soon? And the hope is that yes it will. I don't think I'll need to miss any settings. Ah, hey Michael, good to see you. We're still waiting on the game to load, so I'll be a moment. So how are you liking Phoenix Point then? I'm assuming from how much you've been playing it you've quite enjoyed it so far. And that looks like that's it loaded. I've been liking Phoenix Point a lot, it's great. I just need to mash escape keys when we skip the cutscene. There's a lot more choices than you have in XCOM. In XCOM it's typically just you go in, you murder aliens, that's it. You don't get to choose why you're murdering aliens. If there's a mission, there's no point not doing it. But there's actually some consequences and such to this. Also, I think I prefer the system of having different kinds of what do you call it? Like resources and such. Yeah, in this there's definitely a bit more choice because the Snidrian stuff, which I quite like, is very accurate. However, you've got the new Jericho stuff, which packs more of a punch but is less accurate. Then you've got the Phoenix Point stuff in the middle, which is basic starting stuff, not really spec'd in either way. And you've got some fun classes as well. I've unlocked the majority now. I'm still needing to get some new Jericho classes and such, but the new Jericho guys don't really like me. Yeah, they're friendly, but compared to the other two, there's definitely a big difference there. I mean, the main reason I haven't been helping out is because one of the very few or two of the havens I know about is this one, and I don't know anywhere else they exist. I have heard from the person who usually comes along, Wailing Banshee, I believe they're called. This one's in South America. I have spawned. Where am I? I think I'm North America. Yeah. South America here, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that'd be Africa. Apparently Snidrian has headquarters in the UK. Or some stuff in the UK at least. Didn't actually notice that before. Anyway, let's figure out what on earth I was doing last time. Okay, I have initiations and I can go fetch cybernetics from there. It'll take a while to get to. Ah, that's what I was doing. I had these missions. I've had these two for a while, so I want to try and get them done. Ah, Wailing Banshee, good to see you. Acculator is also here. He's someone I know in real life. He is a fellow Scotsman like ourselves, so there's nothing to fear about him. Shall always do main missions. That's a hard one to say, I'll be honest. Like, my main missions are over here. I've only just been able to get to them thanks to the mission I most recently did for Snidrian, which let me capture a base just here. So I actually had a way to get across. Anyway, we need to figure out what we want to do with this other group. Seems I still need some time to rest up, so I'll leave them be. What else was I doing? We have neural pistol being made. Ah, stuff for the infiltrator. For which we'll need to get someone leveled up and to cross class into having infiltrator stuff. For now though, let's try and do some of these main story missions as soon as people have healed up a little, because everyone's
My
half
sources
dead.
tell me New Jericho has developed a new type of APC. I hope they intend to use it to fight the Pandorans, not their fellow human beings. But the real question is, how can you win a war if you don't understand the battlefield? All the vehicles in the world won't help you if you cling to the delusions of the old world. I should know. I remember the wars of the old world better than anyone.
I'll be honest, the one I want to say is this, but I don't think New Jericho would take too kindly if they heard about that, would they? It's either that one, which makes these guys happier, I'd imagine, for Anu, but makes New Jericho less happy. This would probably make Snidrian and New Jericho happier. Anu would be less happy because Anu don't really like tech. And I'd imagine this is a middle ground option. I'm going to say option 1, even though I do want to say option 2.
An interesting display of faith, but all the great leaders of the old world thought they had plans. And where are they now?
And yeah, it's still not very friendly with New Jericho, still don't know where anything really exists. It's going to be hard to actually get anything going with them. But let's keep on the move then, because there is no medical facilities in here, I don't think. Getting medical stuff built, so there's no point actually waiting in that. Let's go have a look at things. Got mutagen harvesting. Lovely.
Do you really think the answers we need as a species lie in Pandoran biology? In plundering the invaders for their mutagens? The disciples believe that humans need to evolve, to mutate. But don't you see the inherent misanthropy of this philosophy? Blaming humanity for what was done to it by an alien aggressor? The very premise is profoundly unethical. If we start telling ourselves that we need the Pandorans in order to improve ourselves, how are we any better than the collaborator who tells himself the enemy will make things better in the long run?
Can I just set up yours to this, Sky? Is one of these options? Yeah, this is none of your business. It's either that one or this one. I'm thinking option 2 seems a bit friendly.
Not only is it misanthropy, it is also a denial of human agency, of our ability to make choices. At best, it's a way of distracting from failures of the will. At worst, it's outright treason against our species.
So to summarise between the last two events, basically Snidrian don't like us as much and everyone else is the same. Lovely. That was completely pointless. We've got some mist down here. That's spreading about, that's a bit worrying. Got an event. At Fort Taggart, at Bias West speech is being broadcast. West is explaining New Jericho's concept of loyalty. Our loyalty is to the earth that was, the true earth, with its systems of competition and evolution, the apex of those processes. Homo sapiens, the rational animal that thrives in freedom. To stand against invaders, against the corruption of that system is what brings us together. It is an idea rooted in history and biology, giving birth to voluntary community under a leader whose sole purpose is to build a future where all that is strong and good will flourish, and all that is weak and corrupt will wither, the way it has always been on this earth. Christ, they could really do some more full stops in there. Now, what should I do? Diplomacy is, like you say, whaling punching up my strong points. Oh no. To just let it continue. That seems like the best option. Yeah. Seems you are torn between the last two. Since I'm thinking this one, I'll go with you. Later. As long as you're driven by that loyalty, West continues, loyalty born of ego, of that unalienable to the core, or that unalienable core that makes us, each of us unique. Not even the most powerful abomination will be able to stand in our way. There's an explosion of cheers. Lovely. At the very least, I found a new haven, which is nice. That's always fun. Now, is that... yeah, Sophia's not in great health. Should be able to do this mission, I'd imagine. I mean, not the worst that can happen. I mean, I lose all
In
my best people.
2022, a group of researchers investigating an anthrax outbreak caused by melting permafrost in northern Siberia went missing. The Phoenix Project tried to find out what happened to them, but our resources were stretched too thin, and our allies in the Russian government were losing influence, so we let it go. All these years later, looking at these samples, I wonder, is this where it started? Is this the first outbreak? If we had done more, could we have stopped it? The genetic material I have recovered might hold the answers, but I'm not sure I want to know.
Operatives have reached a defunct research station in northern Siberia identified in Simon's notes as a significant point of interest. The doors stand open and there are no signs of life. Scientists who worked at the station are all long dead. Their mutated bodies lie frozen in strange... I want to say it's supposed to be demonic. Demoniac is what I think it says. Poses. It's easy for our operatives to retrieve the samples they were researching, which Randolph Symes came all this way to examine. Is that it? I thought that would be a combat mission. Cool! I guess that was easier than I thought. It's just a cutscene. Yeah, I really want to find out where New Jericho exists, but I just cannot get along with them because I keep defending the Disciples of Anu when they're attacked. And then New Jericho isn't like that for some reason. If I had to say a specific reason, it's because Varight gets, and no one likes him, but still. That is just my personal speculation. Sudden fire is threatening to engulf Fort Galt's training facilities. Commander Ross is already has her best people trying to put it out. The blaze is unusually powerful. I could just let it burn. No, I have to help out. I'm trying to become friends with him. 30 damage each. Christ. With the help of our operatives, the fire is eventually put out. An investigation reveals its cause, a strange, balloon-like creature that drifted down out of the sky. The guard shot it and exploded into a substance similar to napalm. Commander Ross shakes her head. What kind of world has this become? Everything is hostile. Everything is disgusting. As a way of thanks, she shares some data the Haven has been collecting. Bloody 20 research, that's barely worth it for 30 damage each and 10 stamina lost. I don't have a healing station set up over here yet. That's not good. Unless, can you go to Friendly Haven and heal up there? That might be something you can do, because Snidrian strike me as a type who have medical facilities. Apparently not, though. That is a shame. I need to find a way to trade food to someone, though. Like, that is desperately something I need to do. Got way too much food. Look at that. I'm not ever going to get through 4,000. I could craft medkits, that is an idea. I'd rather not go wasting my materials. Ah, you can move in between ships if they're at the same haven. Does that also work if they're at the same, like, exploration site, even if it's been explored or something? I imagine that would also work. Something I'll need to consider in the future if I ever need to. For now though, we're now producing food. Lovely. What I've always wanted. You can now make a lovely mushroom sandwich.
In his essays, my great-grandfather recounts the story of the ill-fated Qinling Bashan expedition of 1915 and the journal of Lei Meng, the leader of the mission, who found evidence of a forgotten proto-civilization deep below the ground. There is also mention of James Dawson, a British photographer who stole most of the precious samples recovered by the team. What became of Dawson has always been a mystery, but now I know the mundane truth. He died here in the mountains, forgotten and alone. This proto-civilization, could it hold the key to defeating the Pandora virus? They say history repeats itself. Has all of this happened before?
Thanks to our investigation of Randolph Symes number 3, we have now gathered sufficient information to initiate a study of Pandora virus. Lovely. Coordinates in Symes' notes have led our operatives to a small abandoned camp high up in the mountains. Behind it lies the entrance to a cave. The cave contains the corpse of a Caucasian male. It's hard to identify at first, as it is overgrown with yellow, sickly-looking leaves sprouting from the shriveled skin. The backpack on the floor contains faded photographs and broken specimen jars. Symes seems to have taken what he needed, but even what remains is enough to revolutionise our understanding of this planet's biological history. Analysis of the leaves growing from the body show that this organism contains traces of Pandora virus, but a different, older strain. The implications of this discovery warrant further study. Things are getting fancy now. Look at that. Project Glory. It takes 3 hours. Still haven't researched New Jericho. Maybe I should do that. Oh, let's get all those queued up. That'll do. Well, now I've got plenty of food coming in. Yes, that means I'm able to justify getting more soldiers. For that, though, we need to actually get enough materials to really be able to do anything with them. Are there any scavenging sites left anywhere around here? There's one unexplored site there, another there. Might be able to do something in this continent. I might send this ship about. Do some exploration if everyone's healed, which they are. Send that one down there. What's my other ship doing? Nothing, but there is an invasion happening. Okay, this ship head immediately back, because we need to steal their materials. Not steal, we're going to assist them and just take their materials afterwards. I'm sure there's a difference there somewhere.
The Celedrian Haven is under attack.
Oh, we've got more. Why is that white? Is that the Pure attacking it? No, it's the Forsaken, it says. Okay, but that's concerning. I don't think anyone in this ship's actually good enough to take care of Forsaken, but I don't really have a choice. We're here, let's get that exploring. Pandoran are yet again mutating. But superior machine gun and better capable of using it, so higher accuracy, I'd imagine. Yeah, that's the one which also had a grenade launcher on that arm. He's going to be concerning, I'll be honest. Never liked the initial Scourge, now he's been made more powerful. It's not good. Capable of draining blood of enemies on touch, specimens command level intelligence, often coordinating with other units in the battlefield. Okay. So they've now got a commander. Also seems this new one has small amounts of armour on its legs. On the flanks of its neck. And possibly its head has stuff too. This is definitely getting more concerning now. And I'm not expecting myself to lose the game anytime
This is a
soon.
message for the Phoenix Project. I thought you had what it takes. A phoenix rising from the ashes. The ashes! Ashes to ashes, nothing but a myth. You have struggled with stupidity at every turn. Suffered betrayals. Betrayals that brought humanity to the brink of extinction. Yet you can't see the obvious. Humanity cannot be saved without total transformation. Without total transformation. Without becoming pure. Pure. Who do you think the savior should be? West? The coward West hiding behind his walls? The abominations that spread the disease? Or the idiots who think we should embrace the infected and live with them as pets? No. The pure will cleanse the world, and all flesh that opposes us will melt away. The festering pits of rot and decay will be forgotten, and a new order forged from blood. Blood! And titanium will rise. If the Phoenix Project thinks it has the strength to stop us, that's your foolish fantasy. You know where we are. Come if you dare.
Research complete.
Ah, so that happened because I researched advanced bionics. Okay, I don't like them threatening me, but I've got some fancy new stuff. Okay, extra accuracy in that head could be nice in a sniper. Yeah, that should be quite nice. I mean, disoriented doesn't sound all that powerful, but the extra stats are nice. Also comes with extra perception. Those legs are essentially like a smaller version of, I'd assume anyway, as a smaller version of the jetpack or jump jet you get in the heavies. Received a message from Subject 24 via an encrypted channel. Satellite triangulation has discovered an electromagnetic anomaly at the source. It appears to be a man-made structure. Okay, we've got an awful lot going on now. I wasn't expecting half of this stuff to happen in the start of today's stream. I'm a little bit concerned. But I guess we'll just need to wait and see.
This is getting out of hand, Randolph. I won't stop my proto-civilization research, so tell the committee to back off. You're the director now. Please, help me. I need your support. This is not just some crackpot theory invented by your grandfather. The anomalous artifacts, the extraordinary technology predating Samaria by millennia. If you can't restart my project, I will go to the Vanadium Corporation. There's been another attack, Tobias. The excavation team is scared, and they aren't the only ones. What if the Pandorans know what we're doing and are trying to stop it? They aren't just brainless flesh puppets. I'm heading back to the lab. Be there. We need to discuss this in person. You're making a mistake, Colonel. The last Pandoran attacks were not an accident. They're targeting everyone related to Project Glory. Locking me in an isolation facility won't change a thing!
Take her away.
No!
Taking a wild pan out there. Project Glory's secret attempt to study the nature of enigmatic ruins that predate Homo sapiens, funded by Phoenix Project and Vanadium Inc. That's a new name. It was led by the visionary archaeologist Dr. Helena Lewandowski. As often happens, Phoenix Project and Vanadium Inc. had a fallout. It appears Tobias West used force to apprehend Helena. Or Helena? Yeah, that's one of them. Lewandowski. So, Vanadium ink, is that what is now turned into New Jericho, if Tobias West's being mentioned? Potentially. Dr. Helena was considered to be the world's foremost scientist of prehistoric archaeology. Recently located her whereabouts at a secretive New Jericho facility. We have reasons to believe she's held there against her will. Potentially it's to do with that cutscene we just had. I mean, she did seem awfully unhappy in that. Oh, that's a high number there. I don't think I've seen a 10 before. Well, we've got a car. I'm sure it can't go that wrong. What else do we have? Oh, we have Nathan. Nathan's interesting. I want to try and get him more powerful. I'll give him a Snidrian laser rifle. He doesn't have ammo for a Snidrian laser rifle. Give me just a second then. Manufacturing. Is that sniper? Yeah. Get some ammo made. Personnel. Nathan. Here you are. And equip it. Equip it again. There we go. And I'll fancy a laser pistol as well. I'd consider giving him this. I don't think he needs it though. Could consider augmenting him. Able to augment him and such while he's away from base? Am I thinking about this right? Yeah, he's in the Tiamat. This haven that is under attack lets you augment people and mutate them as well. It seems odd. Maybe it's because I'm within reach of Phoenix Charlie? Regardless, let's send our people into here. Hopefully we'll win. I don't like the Forsaken though, their melee can be a bit dangerous. The priests I wouldn't think are going to be an issue. Their willpower should go down quite quickly if I murder our friends. I'm a little worried actually though about them trying to win over the soldiers on the defensive. That could be an issue. I'll just have to wait and see though. Sure, it can't go that badly. Let's see. Same Snidrian map as usual. That's fine, I've had this before. There's smoke over there, so I say they're coming from... In fact, there's only 2 points of reinforcement apart from that. If they're not immediately here, then they've got to be over in this corner. Okay, Takeshi, you've got a high mobility. You try and get up into front lines if you can.
Let's rock.
See what you can find. Stopped. I'm not sure why. Might have been because he saw the Snidrian assault.
Already
Stop
there.
him in here. This should be a good spot. Iker, I don't particularly care for. I'll get him to try and take some high ground up in that area. Hopefully spot some enemies. If not, then he'll be good to get into flanking position. Rina is a sniper. She's going to want to get over there. Potentially then, what I want to do is send both the snipers, her and Nathan, into the car for now. Send them a bit further into the front lines. Because ideally, I'd like to get them both onto this roof, which means get them around to these ladders. Scarab can take a hit or two, it's a big armoured vehicle. Send that one over there. Still haven't spotted any enemies. Oh wait, never mind. There's an enemy there. A Forsaken Berserker. Shouldn't be able to do anything too dangerous. Anastasia. That's the heavy with the new Jericho gun, isn't it? One which has big shred damage on it. It'll be good against priests, not so much berserkers, I wouldn't think. Assault's not going to do a great job though against any of these Forsaken guys. Yeah, it's a Snidrin in there because of how turn order happens. There's another Forsaken over in that direction. Yeah, they're all in this corner, seemingly. Oh, that was a person with tentacles firing from in the smoke. Now often, I'm not one to complain about tentacles, but when they're trying to shoot me, I have to say it is a different case. Also, there's another enemy over there, which is... maybe concerning is not the right word, just unexpected, because I thought they'd all be in this corner. I need to send someone back. Maybe just nuke them. Could also work.
Ow!
Okay, Scarab needs to move forward first. I'll move it to here. Should be a decent spot. Fire some missiles, hit both of these guys. I can't pass up an opportunity, they're both next to each other. Okay, what are their health looking like? That one's not going to bleed out. One's with tentacles or assault. This guy... yeah, their torso's been crippled and such, they're going to bleed out, that's fine. Got the priest back there. Potentially worrying they can mind control. If that's not an assault, that's a berserker over here. That's potentially worrying. Berserkers can have melee weapons. I think I might need to send Iker around in this direction. Hopefully take him out. Let's send Anastasia as well. Yeah, I've got 2 snipers in the Scarab. That should be enough for that size. Keshi. Could try and get him into here. Get some good shots off through the windows. Can't get any shots off immediately with him unless I put him into bad cover. Okay, but I could... no, using 2 dash is a bad idea if you've got a priest. It's a tough decision. I could take my sniper out, have a pot shot at that Forsaken assault there. Bleeding, I believe, is permanent until they use a medkit. So, I'm not entirely sure if these guys have medkits. They might, seeing as they are humanoids. Well, the actual Pandorans are also humanoids, but you know what I mean. Send Kesh in here. He's not going to quite poke his head out yet. Instead, actually, what he'll do is he'll recruit this infiltrator. Infiltrators sound fun. Here he is. So you can deploy Spider Drone. Don't know what a Spider Drone does, so I'd say this is a good time to test it out. Let's just send him into the smoke, so at least I've got a little bit of decisions to make with him. Then what's interesting is this is a crossbow which does 60 damage, so it's essentially a fancy pistol. I thought it might have been something different. That's more than fine. Okay, if I hit him 44 to 60 damage, he's bleeding for 40, I think. Yeah, if I get on the higher end of this attack, then that's him dying. Only parts which have armor are his... No, it's just that one arm, everything else is safe to hit. I think aim around there. Think I hit him? I hit his weapon, damn.
Reloading.
Ah, it's a single shot weapon. That's why. Yeah, it's got good accuracy, this.
Missed by this much.
Barely missed. Damn. That's annoying. Takeshi's not going to do anything too useful just yet. I'll get him to take a bit better cover, I don't want him dying. Do I want to take a sniper out to just finish off that guy? I think so. I'd say, Nathan, it's your chance to shine. Can't actually hit anyone from here, but if I move him here, can, and then I can retreat slightly. Come on, Nathan, you need to get a single hit in. I think he had his bloody weapon again. Damn it, Nathan, you're useless. Okay, I'll do an Overwatch, maybe that'll work. And Irina, you can probably get out now. It's not going to be worth moving her forward just a tiny bit later. And then she can probably just sit here, directly behind the Scarab. No one's going to have grenades, I wouldn't think, in the Forsaken.
Here's a connected argument. Really should have to fight with us.
It looks like that's a pistol shooting at that Forsaken Berserker. Potentially that was one of the crossbow guys, the infiltrators. But yeah, if it was an infiltrator, that would make more sense. I don't think the Snidrian of anyone who specialises in pistols. The sniper would have just taken a shot with a sniper. Ah! Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Mind control. I've got a surefire solution to mind control. It's called launch some missiles at the guy. Let's see. Does it fix the problem? I mean, it's practically fixed it. He bleeds out in 2 turns. Doesn't have any regeneration on him, so that's fine. I can just send in a spider drone to explode, apparently. I'd somewhat expect it to be more interesting, but I guess just blow yourself up. 70 explosive damage. That's better than I thought it would be. Yeah, that guy's no longer under mind control now. Got a Forsaken Berserker over there. Keshi's not in a good spot to really shoot at it. Just hide behind a tree for now. Yeah, I'll just sit here for a minute. This infiltrator. It's a Berserker we're up against.
Moving in quick.
Might be worthwhile just getting an Overwatch. I'll leave them out of cover, so hopefully they'll be the ones getting shot at instead of my guys.
Area covered.
I know what sounds mean, but at the end of the day, they are just a disposable meat shield. I love the glass in this game. You didn't even turn that much, you just barely turned and the glass exploded.
Yeah.
Anastasia, get the finishing shots. Potentially, I might want to just move her out of cover. Moving her out of cover to get better shots is just a bad idea. What could be a good idea though is move her slightly out of cover. I can move her back again. Just means there's not going to be as much stuff in the way. With that, I'm hopeful that the Snidrian guys can take care of it. Just to be extra safe. Apparently I have a shot from here. How on earth do I have a shot from
Ready to
here?
engage.
Sure. There we go.
Hostile destroyed.
I wasn't expecting to get that last hit, and I was just going to leave it up to Snidrian, like I said, but... oh well. Forsaken seemed to be weak to just big missiles. That's worth keeping in mind. Potentially it means they'd be weaker to grenades as well. Oh, and I even got 3 health kits out of that. That is lovely. Yeah, grenades could be good, but grenades are less exciting. Why would you throw a grenade when you can just use a grenade launcher? Yeah, it's worth having a grenade on them. I think having better range is more worthwhile. I mean, there are definite benefits to being able to have a grenade as an extra action for anyone.
New Jericho was one man's
Yeah.
vision, and everything depended on that one man. Before the war, Tobias West had been a billionaire, an elusive, controversial businessman who denounced war even as he profited from it. When the world fell, his empire began to rise. Some said he was a genius, a man of principle, dedicated to equality and merit, fighting to preserve the core of human freedom, our will. They said he had a plan, that he could lead us to victory. Others called him a dictator, a megalomaniac, fearful of infection and obsessed with purity. They said he was willing to do anything to win, no matter the cost. The Phoenix Project needed allies. New Jericho could help us turn the tide, but it all depended on one man.
That man was Vindovakin, as some may know. But that's hardly here nor there, is it? Oh, that's exciting. We found absolutely nothing after several hours of exploration. Also, Michael, if you're going to be giving grenades to all your soldiers, strength lets them throw it further. If you give them speed, they can move further to get into a better position to throw it, which personally I think would be more worthwhile. It's up to you to decide whether you agree with that sentiment. But yeah, that's what I do. I'm going to just explore all these sites near the mist. See if I can find any more New Jericho bases. I need some place to defend. Absolutely nothing yet again. That's not the best. Over here, what do we do over here? Let them rest for a second, then I'll send them out to the exploration sites. Over here we can explore this. Flight of the Sinister Ducks. That sounds entertaining. I really hope this lives up to my hopes. Commander Novak is close to losing her mind. Her haven, Fort Freedom, has been dealing with a plague of exploding ducks. Yeah, it lives up to the hopes I had. The bloated, misshapen creature seems to contain some kind of highly combustible gas. Entire flocks are throwing themselves at the haven day after day. Coming from a floating duck hive suspended nearly a mile off the ground. What on earth? Got to do something or I swear we'll go crazy. Commander Novak says, ducks, of all the godforsaken things in the universe, Pandora virus really turns everything into an abomination. Had to tell grieving mothers that their sons were killed by ducks. Had to scrape torn apart duck flesh from my roof. We need a solution, please. Ducks. God. Now, moving Manticore 1 to get close enough to destroy it sounds like a surefire way to just get exploded by ducks. Ducks are hurting themselves, Michael. I need to intervene. I need to do something. You just mock the people for being unable to live with exploding ducks. I'll look for a scientific solution. Experiments show that these duck-like beings respond strongly to magnetic fields, and that the reason they are dive-bombing the haven is not Pandora's virus aggression, but the presence of a powerful industrial magnet. Once that is removed, the ducks are relatively harmless. Isn't that great? The ducks are safe, we gain some research, people like me more. That is the ideal solution. Now there's just roaming flocks of exploding ducks out there. Also, what's that number there? Is that number of things in my inventory, like weapons and that? I think it would be.
The disciples of Anu Haven.
Oh, we've got a haven. Over there. Under attack by just Pandorans. Okay. Tiamat, go over here. Get us some extra resources. They can just explore this site. Our operatives set down near an abandoned industrial complex. As Manticore 1 lands, a man comes out of the building and starts waving at our operatives. He introduces himself as Dr. Peter Keane. He looks half-starved and feverish, staring at anyone who comes near with wide eyes. I need you to take it. Take all of it. You need to shed the bonds of the past, the mortal concerns of machines. Take everything, please. I could take everything, or I could try and treat him. Sounds probably mean. He might be trying to go on a fast and such, which is why he's half starved and feverish. Wants to shed bonds of the past. So I'd imagine this is against his will. I think what's happened to him is likely from his own choice, so I'm going to accept his offer, yeah. Why are you wasting time? Not telling you anything about my past. The past is irrelevant. Only the future matters, and I can't get there while I'm weighed down with all this mortality. The guilt is everywhere. Take it all. The operatives accede to Dr. Keen's wishes and retrieve his gathered inventory of resources. 500 materials, that is lovely to see. Less lovely is he is absolutely just a madman. I think we are justified in activating a base here. The next closest one's all the way over there, so we do need to get a more centralised base in this continent. Having one near all this Pandoran mist as well means I'll be able to later on just sit an aircraft of some kind in here to protect havens.
Construction complete.
Facts. I should also tell them to make medical bays. And we've already got living quarters. Access lift. Sure, we'll get that repaired. We need energy. And apart from that, I think that's everything we are needing.
Construction complete.
Floor over here. What's going on this other side? Guess we'll see in a moment. Our ships have landed at a new Jericho-affiliated haven called Fort Andrest. Commander, Musa, as a former engineer, is very interested in our work. She asks many questions about the Phoenix project, including detailed specifications of our equipment. Just geek about this stuff, she says. Sharing this kind of information with New Jericho may be perceived as beginning of an alliance by other factions. I mean, other ones like me well enough. Oh, lovely. We get a new person. Commander Musa is impressed, offering the full support of Fort Andras to our cause. She has ordered one of her finest soldiers to join our team. Where else could we possibly send them other than, I guess, this new one, Phoenix Transfer Point 1. So, let's see. Who is this person we've just been given? It's a level 1 marine with a bright purple weapon. I love them. What more could we want? In fact, I should probably look at what they've got equipment wise. Jericho assault rifle. I'd say that's fine enough. Who knows if they'll ever get any use. They do come with extra carry capacity and such. Some bonus stealth and speed potentially useful if I would get an infiltrator. I'll need to wait and see for them though. For now, let's just keep exploring these sites. And we arrived too late over here. They already managed to fend off the attack. Yeah, this Tiamat thing's dead slow. Joseph Saxton, better known as a father of the Reformed, was once a high-ranking member of Disciples of Anu, taking orders directly from the Synod of Yearning. But then, something happened. Some say he heard a whisper, something the Exalted said to Taxiarch Nurgal, that no one else was supposed to hear. On that day, Saxton rejected the Exalted and proclaimed himself the true Messiah. He and his followers, who call themselves the Reformed, founded Khan Digarak as the centre of a new, more truthful religion that would lead people to the dead God. Since then it has grown, but slowly. It's a strange, hostile place, and few disciples are willing to abandon their faith in the Exalted. Those who do follow Saxton, however, would follow him into hell. Father of the Reforms allowed their operatives to speak to him because he wants to offer them a mission. The same mission he offers every well-armed group the Reformed has encountered. Vengeance. He wants us to attack the disciples of Anu and cause as much damage as possible. He already has a target in mind, and a reward waiting. Now if he wants me to just attack people for the sake of attacking them, I'm going to have to say no. Potentially just warn them. Message from the Shadowed Hierarch thanks us for the information. Ensures us that the Father of Reformation will feel the wrath of the dead God or experience its military equivalent. So I'm assuming then that was an independent faction. An independent faction here. I believe that's an independent similar to both the Disciples of Anu there, and then it's over here somewhere? Ah yeah, here. These guys were into their cybernetics, so they're similar to New Jericho. Now, has this place finished construction? It has. I think for now, I'm going to send my people over here, get some healing, then do the mission to do with the Pure I got a while ago. We've now researched Pandora virus. Really skimming all of this. So it is some kind of alien virus then. That has been on Earth for a long time. Interesting. Been designed possibly as a biological weapon that just happened to end up here.
There had always been rumors that maybe the Pandora virus wasn't from Earth, that some alien disease had come down from the stars like a plague from heaven. But now that we finally had the evidence we needed, we realized the truth was more terrible than that. The Pandora virus was alien, yes, but it wasn't a disease. It was a bioweapon. We were not alone, and whatever was out there wanted us dead. None of this had deterred Randolph Symes. He continued his quest, hoping that whatever his great-grandfather had buried in Oglethorpe University's time vault held the answers he needed. We would have to hope that he was right.
Well, I guess I'm now justified in calling them aliens when I can't remember their name. That's good. We need to investigate Oglethorpe University's time vault, where Randolph Symes, one of them, buried a collection of files that might shed light on the history of the Pandora virus. Coordinates have been uploaded to our system.
Phoenix Project. I've heard a lot about you people. Most of it weird. Science nerds with guns, huh? Well, I've heard worse ideas. Anyway, here's the inside scoop on New Jericho. Tobias West? Probably a genius. Might be a bit crazy, but he has a plan. And a real plan is a heck of a lot better than all that touchy-feely crap at Sanhedrin or whatever the hell those squid-worshipping disciples are up to. So stick with us, and maybe we'll die, or maybe we'll win. But either way, it'll be fun.
So, SR is senior, I'll need to remember that if it pops up again. Cheers for that, Wayland Banshee. Very much appreciated. Research regarding the nature of Pandora's virus has caused a great deal of controversy within the factions. Tobias West sees our research as confirmation of what New Jericho has always preached. Pandorans are invaders. A military solution is the only way forward, and anyone who disagrees is helping the enemy. In Snydrian, internal debates rage. What are the socio-political rights of the creatures created by a bioweapon? Should we even be trying to coexist? As for Disciples of Anu, there is no official statement from the Exalted of the Synod or the Synod of Yearning, but rumours suggest that they are neither surprised nor worried. Potentially, with how mutated the Synod of Yearning was, the Exalted one could be some kind of alien that came down to monitor the bioweapon. I guess anyway. It's likely not a good guess, but it is a guess. Anyway, Tiamat's going to go do this exploration site. We're going to send our main squad to rest up, then we'll do the Bionic Fortress. See how that goes. That's a Tiamat arrived somewhere. Nothing useful. It might be a case that unless it's a haven, we've exhausted all the options that we could possibly come across.
Construction complete.
Ah, we've finally got containment. Lovely. Been needing that for a while. Over there we just need them to rest, so that's fine. Down here, explore.
Synedrian, we are told, are working on ways to repel the mist. This by itself is not a sin. We do not condemn it, for the mist is a flood and brings life and death alike. They seek safety for their people, as do we. But if you push the flood away too far, you will die of stagnation. Synedrian has forgotten how to look beyond the flood, at the wide sea, at the future. Instead, they look inward, lost in a maze of reflections. What they offer is not salvation, but a trap.
Well, I mean, I feel kind of bad taking the research after that warning just there, but
Research complete.
yeah. Let's make these. Okay, I can just eat the mist, apparently. Sure. There. Can also make mist repellers, which is probably more interesting. As for other researches, I'm running out of things to do, so I guess just reverse engineer some stuff. In here, how much does that actually cost to get a mist repeller? I can't spot it. Be under armour actually. Yeah, here it is. It's relatively cheap, that, all things considered. So I'm assuming this is something to help deal with the giant, like, towery creatures which spawn the mist. Honestly, I don't find them too much of a problem, I just take them out right at the start. More interestingly though, is if I go into here, get base info. Let's see, mist repeller. So it's slowly pushed back. Does that mean deleted? Or does that mean, if I go to Geoscape, if I made it here, it would push more in this direction, more in this direction. A clear zone. Alright, so this entire area around the base would be cleared. Got it. In which case, I put one in here and one in here. That's this coast then safe. Entirely. Which sounds like something we need. Quite expensive. I can afford to make 2 of them. I think make one in the main base we started with. That's got a lot of havens near it. And this is starting to come in over here as well. As for over here, I could try and get this place up, but I don't think that's going to be worthwhile. Could also be interesting is making one in here. That could potentially protect a couple of settlements. I'll have to think that through. For now, I'm going to watch the status of these guys, wait for them to heal up a bit.
Jericho Haven is under attack.
Ah, we finally got a new Jericho place under attack. Brilliant, it's what I've been waiting for. Let's go save them so they like us. Oh, we get some extra soldiers. Now they are all raiders to begin with, but honestly, half the best people are raiders to begin with. So that is more than manageable. Here. I think dash is something we'll need. Get movement speed up. That should be everyone ready. Let's go rescue some people. Hopefully won't die in the process. think last time I did this I got one of each class of a sniper, an assault and a heavy. So it might be the same again. Maybe now that I've unlocked more classes I've got like a bandit priest or something. Who knows? I mean, it's taken a while to load, but once it does we'll know. Which will be nice. Any minute now. There it goes. And it stops. Lovely. Almost. Come on, loading bar. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Let's just skip this. Oh no, it's one of them. They're elite Pandoran creatures. That means there's possibly a different kind of enemy that can spawn in depending on rules. So like later in the game you'll get more elites spawning in, which can be between like this and various other things. Sounds interesting. However, it also sounds terrifying, so let's just nuke it. That's pretty good. Now my main concern is I don't know where all of these guys are. I can see one heavy there. I'm assuming they're all inside that one building. Okay, let's try and get this guy. I just pick up 7 soldiers in 3 consecutive operations. That is lovely. The chances of that happening are pretty slim. Now, something I could consider doing is trying to paralyse and capture this thing. However, seeing as it's got big blades as arms, that might not be a good idea to walk in and try and paralyse it. However, if it is melee, it means I'm safely able to just shoot it. Get into a small bit of cover, immediately spotted another enemy. This spots. I mean, I don't think there'll be much of a problem, I'll be honest. Let's see. Most of their armor's been destroyed, so I can hit them anywhere. Keshi.
Moving to
That
coordinates.
hitman's been damaged, so they're not an issue. Just take out the instigator best you can. Shoot her in there. Disabled the tail. Everything good. Got a grenade in this guy. Is this? Yeah, Iker. Not really decided to take grenades off him because I don't really mess with him. Very little given to him and all. Do this, that should be a safe overwatch.
They're not getting past me.
This is heavy. Moving a heavy up, we should try and move as far as possible. Make them useful. Oh yeah, right, it's an evacuation mission. It might not let you capture, it might need to be one of the missions which specifies you get to take everything left in the battlefield afterwards. That is a good point. Will this guy start bleeding out in a second? I hope they will. I hit the wall.
Missed by this much.
Well, let's see what happens. They seem to be safe, they're not immediately shooting at anything. Except from that sniper who's shooting at people I've already seen. Okay, there was someone there, but it looks like part of a corpse. I reckon they're fine. Got a sniper person up there. I believe that's sniper enemy? Yeah, only the one shot. sniper out there. Worth just moving the Scarab as far as possible. Move them up slightly. Dorans, we won't have any mind control, so that's fine. It's for Hitman Alpha. Alpha. To wait for our profile to become slightly larger though. Move around an awful lot. Probably best shot I'll get. 114 damage. More than manageable. Keshi, move to here. Yeah,
Already
sure.
there.
Move you here. Should be a safe enough shot. Nearly a guaranteed kill, hopefully. You know, we've got a lot more health than I thought, so still are far off from actually dying. It's going to be a risky shot to get in. That line goes just over the shoulder of that Takeshi just there. The shot with, I think it was. Apparently that's fine enough shot. That should now be them dead. Surely. Neville, bleed out. Thank Christ. Now, I could try shooting in that area again, see if I can get another shot at that sniper I spotted. I'll take a shot. Hopefully I'll hit. Oh, that was a miss. That's a shame. Anyway, Scarab, you're going to be the one to actually go rescue everyone. So you just get out in front best you can. I can go around the back there. Let's just send you around the back. Well, just keep the snipers in the back. Make sure we've got everything covered best as possible. I should really do Overwatch, shouldn't I? Can have enemies spawning up there, that won't be overwatching enemy soldiers. Hopefully no one will get caught in crossfire. Yeah, it was a very hopeful shot I made earlier. Likely, I shouldn't have tried to make it. That is a terrible plan. But it was worth giving it a shot. It might have worked out, and if it had, I would have gotten a kill. Which health does it have? 110. I need 2 stuns. If I sit here, I can get 2 stuns. Let's see, I'll try and capture a mind fragger. I know one of the researchers needed a mind fragger. There we go. It's now bleeding to death as well. Not quite intended, but that works fine with me.
Lining up a shot.
Move Iker up here. Apparently has a better shot at this Triton guy. Does have a better shot. You know who'd have an even better shot though? On the missiles. Or the car with missiles to be more specific. Let's give this a shot. Even one of them hits, it should cause it to bleed out. Neither of them apparently hit. Lovely. I take that shot. Oh, surely there's a better one with her. Sure. I missed.
Just suppressing.
Not Not getting the best options here. I guess just firing like that.
Yeah.
Really have another choice. Don't like how they go invisible immediately after. Does make me worry a little. Get an Overwatch in here though. Hopefully we'll catch them. Nathan, say Overwatch in this direction again. Just cover the flanks. What's that sniper doing? Yeah, I was correct earlier, it seems it's one of each. A sniper, assault and heavy. Ah, I've got a Triton in there. Unexpected. This Mind Fragger, it should be safe to leave and be. I think now we just send in the car to pick everyone up. Can't get inside the building. So if I send the car to here, pick up that sniper first. And immediately turn around with the 180. Get into action, or get into car is a free action, I believe. Move here. Damn, I won't quite be able to take a shot and then get in. He's got a two-handed weapon, taking out an arms good idea if I can. As for you, Takeshi, I've honestly got no idea what's best for you. We need to find that hitman from earlier. It's not showing up.
Here comes the Phoenix.
Anything at all? No. Okay, I'll send him back out. That may be a bit further out. Icar, you're fine. I'll move you up a little. Don't really care about you. You can take the forefront of everything.
I've got this.
Re-aim. Just able to see them. Not really worth taking a shot though. Sniper to get control of others. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I might try and do. My plan first though is actually try and take out this guy. Because I'd imagine these two will on their own run over here. Seems that's where the enemies seem to be in this area. Car slightly. Car, you can just Overwatch. Sure, that'll work out. You apparently have a shot. No, I didn't have a shot. Overwatch in there. Nathan, like you to just do a big old Overwatch over in this direction. Greener, cover our flanks. Now, the heavy didn't quite run where I hoped. Did get some attacks in, however. Also, I have noticed I said I should try and take out that arm so that he couldn't use his weapon. I don't think that would have done anything. That's a guy with 4 arms, isn't it? Yeah. Apparently though, he didn't even want to attack, which is nice. Guess this weapon had shock value on it. Where's that sniper? There we are. Move in and get this guy. In turn, he can then go over here. Car can then apparently not go through that small area, despite there not being anything in the way. I'd imagine lower arms might be able to do it. Really don't know though. It's hard to say games like this. It can be a little bit janky at times. I'm really worried about where that guy went. Where's that person who went invisible with his sniper rifle? That guy will bleed out, that's fine. Leave that be. Bandit Heavy, come jump into car. Yeah, the car will just sit there for a second. Keshi, honestly there's nothing better to do, just keep stunning this creature. There we go. Definitely not waking up now. And just... yes, run back. Yeah. Try and move my people somewhat towards the evac zones. Leave a couple people to eye up front, make sure everything's fine.
I got this covered.
Nathan can watch over here. Arena. Can of people spawning in this side, so
Nothing's getting past
watch
me.
over there. I think there's a mind fragger up there, and oh god, there's this thing. Yeah, significant threat in open areas, much like the exact kind of area I'm in. How fun. Oh god, they've got a lot of armour. Car, how would you feel about just nothing? Nothing. That damage. I mean, I'll get a lot of bleeding hopefully. Okay, how's the person looking? Surprisingly healthy, oh no. Yeah, they'll launch worms, which isn't great. I'd quite like to stop it from being able to launch worms though, if possible.
Hostile injured.
Disabled its leg, can at least stop it advancing. Worth trying to get some shots on Mr. Takeshi. Yeah, sure, we've got some half decent shots.
Lining up a shot.
Maybe not the best. Be fine though.
I've got this.
Or torso, might pass through, might hit legs. Yeah, we've got some good damage in on that. That's fine. That's for Scarab. We need you to face in this direction so everyone can get inside of you. Then Bandit Assault. I believe that's all the space in the vehicle now taken up. Actually, let you see how much space you've got in the vehicle. I know you can when you're manufacturing them, but I don't know if there's a way you can look at it when you're out in the field. But yeah, now we've got everyone in the car, let's just start retreating. Don't actually need to take out that artillery thing. It's just going to be a nuisance to deal with is all.
Finger on the trigger. Hostile injured but alive. For now.
Can I get a decent shot on the pistol?
Come get some!
That's a half decent shot. Sure. I missed.
Just by this much.
If we launch poison worms, I don't actually need to worry about getting into cover. Regardless, though I will. I encountered a slight error in not being able to just wait, I guess, manually in turn. That thing didn't move or anything, because I just continued to nuke it. Did you? Sure. Let's see if we can get an extra kill in. Both missiles landed out of bounds, so didn't even explode. God, that's frustrating. Well, seeing as it doesn't want to do anything, let's just get everyone to retreat. Hopefully we'll take the Mind Fragger with us.
Let's rock.
No real guarantee about that. Asia can get an attack in.
Acquiring target.
Yeah, I'd beg to differ about that, I'll be honest. They can just
Making haste.
go. Yeah, I'm imagining it's going to mutate at some point. Seeing as I can't evac everyone right now, it might be worthwhile getting him to step out slightly, take another shot in at this artillery lad in the back. 120 damage. Move him slightly further back. Shot in the abdomen. If we'd landed those missiles earlier, that would have been brilliant. Sadly, we weren't quite lucky enough though. Car is finished. No one in it needs to do anything. Just end the turn. Car is out of ammo, it can just go and retreat. If I go here, is that good enough, or do I need to actually have it entirely in the zone? That's good enough. Do I want to take extra shots? Kind of, I'm not in any imminent danger. Just take this thing out. 92 damage in. Will it bleed out? Not quite, I'll need to take another shot. Potentially just a laser shot. Yeah, laser pistol should be enough at this stage. There we go. Very much didn't need to try and murder that, I just felt I had to have a duty to murder every Pandoran I come across because it's not genocide if they're technically an enemy, is it? it might be, you know, I might actually be committing genocide against him. That's something I'm not going to bother thinking about. We better not tell the Snidry. I might get annoyed. Yeah, 3 more recruits. We're definitely going to need to look into getting a plane. Items recovered. We did get a mind fragger. Look at that. That nice. So it seems any kind of mission will be able to retrieve it. Space near aircraft for new recruits. We'll send everyone to the new transfer point. Reckless could be good in the Silt guy actually. Yeah. Reckless and cautious together I believe means the damage penalty negates and you just get an extra 10% accuracy. Oh, and we have heavier close quarters specialist. We might have a new contender for our big melee person. Might be able to get a second one of them alongside Ella. Because close quarters specialist doesn't appear often. As for research, I perform some autopsies. Do vivisection on the mind fragger. I'll be honest, I don't care for most of these guns. So let's get all of these put in. Get all of those prioritised and probably mind... I don't need mind fragger first, who am I kidding? You really don't need mind fragger. Extra 10% damage against something with very little health. There we go, that should be a good order. As for personnel, got a few people to upgrade, that's fine. Let's see about these new people. Units, we had this person given to us from a haven, that was nice. A sniper. Farsight is gonna be good. Biochemist's alright, maybe not so much for a sniper. This guy, yeah, cautious, 20% bonus accuracy minus damage. This is bonus damage minus 10% accuracy, so yeah, just plus 10% accuracy of 2 of them. And gets to do extra healing. Might be good to be a priest or something. Who knows? This guy though. Plus 20% damage of melee weapons. That's gonna be fun. We'll need to make him a berserker. That's plus 20%, plus 50% to there. Does that mean if I have both of these, this one technically becomes plus 30%? Not entirely sure how this all works. I'd like to hope that's the case. That they apply separately, they're not just a single stack. That's just plus 70%, that is a shame. Still though, they'll be nice to have around, I'll need to get them levelling up. For now though, we'll leave them be, because we don't have enough aircraft. We might need to steal one. Although, no one's looking too happy is what I would say, but honestly, no one's really caring about me right now, despite their opinions going down a bit recently. Okay, let's upgrade Nathan. Quicking would be nice if we're going to be using him as an infiltrator. I believe speed would also be good. Might want to do was save up, because we want to be getting the new class and we want to be getting sniperist. Yeah, 50 and 20 do make 70. That is true. But if you have 20% first, then you've currently got 120%. So if you add 50% of 120% damage, then that's an extra 60 damage, not an extra 50. But we'll need to hope that my plan's right. Regardless though, even more damage is not anything to turn my nose up at. I will trust you that it's additive, but I am still going to remain hopeful. Baker, he's proved himself somewhat. Does have sniperus. I could make him an infiltrator. He's an infiltrator assault with sniperus. That could be interesting. I'll need to look into this. Deploy decoy. That can work nice for if he's in the front lines, I'd imagine. Max gain shock value. Okay. Needs to be from behind. Potentially keeping him as just an assault rifle user could be worthwhile, because he does have the trooper later on. Yeah, he's going to be an interesting one. If I can somehow give him cloaking through like a mutation or something, could be lovely to look at. What can we get? Melee proficiency, lifter, none of them are useful. Night vision, all weapon attacks are silent, could be nice. We'll need that in an infiltrator, won't we? These are all that useful, but yeah, get Echo Head. That's definitely something we'll want. Maybe not immediately, but we will want it. As for mutations, any of these add stealth? I believe they do, no. Actually no, this adds plus 30% stealth. If I get to 100% stealth somehow, do I end up having permanent invisibility to enemies? I need to look into how the calculation works itself out. Getting permanent invisibility sounds quite nice, I'll be honest. I'd definitely be up for giving him fancy legs like this. For an extra 30% stealth. Yeah, 'cause that would get him to 30%. He's currently at negative 25, I believe, because of armour. Plus 30 if he's naked with just the legs. I augment him with this, that's an extra 10%, so that's 40% stealth. Could potentially manage to get someone 100% stealth at some point if they come with the right perks. I know some people come with... was that it? Yeah, Thief. Plus an extra 25, that would bring it up to pretty high at that point. Infiltrator armor, I'd only have the torso. I'll need to look at just how good that is in manufacturing. Sniper. More sniper. I just want infiltrator. Plus 20% from that. So the highest I could realistically get it is 85% stealth, I believe. Unless there's a helmet with even more stealth than that. 85% stealth though, that would be a fun time if I managed to get that working. Imagine walking up to an enemy and then hitting them with melee, then just running away and we don't even know where you went. Like, that could be a fun time. I'm of course being quite partial to melee because, I mean, who doesn't like whacking aliens with hammers? But it seems... yeah, let's defend this place. As I'd anticipated before, disciples of Anu aren't quite happy about this. Surprisingly, Snidrian are against me helping the New Jericho guys as well. Just curious, I've always thought Snidrian tried to take a moral high ground with everything. I understand why the Anu don't like it, because they're very much discriminated against by the New Jericho guys. But anyway, let's jump into this with my best squad, and I'll show you, Michael, my favourite out of everyone I've currently got, which is Ella, the guy with a big hammer, or girl with a big hammer, more precise. Although to be honest, the only part of him that's a girl is their legs. Their torso's a robot, their head's like a squid or something. Regardless though, they are brutal in combat, they will murder people without much hesitation. Skip cutscene. We know what it's like, people come and land. Okay, so there's enemies in there. Enemies over there. Okay. Let's have a look around then. Omar, you're my big heavy guy. You can go scout out in here first. If there's anyone, you've got enough movement to get out.
I'm on the move.
Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, I guess you go up in this direction.
Sprinting.
And there is absolutely no one. Lovely. Well, I guess just rush everyone forwards. I believe sending you over here would be for the best. Seems some decent cover. Enemy spotted. Tyrant, I believe that's shield and a gun. Yeah, looks about right. And that is footpad. Is that a shotgun or is that assault rifle? That is an assault rifle. I also need to remember I could just get info on them apparently. Yeah, here we go. Interesting. So it's the same rifle as bandits use. Over here we've got our sniper. Apparently go through there, that's a door. Send my sniper around this side.
Dashing.
Get him to sit there, we'll be fine. We'll try and get you into middle. We'll do a big frenzy at the start of the next turn. How big's the radius in that? Oh, that's a massive radius, that's fine, we can just get you actually advancing. Let's see what happens. Tyrant's overwatching for civilians. We've got a siren. That's a little worrying. 2 sirens. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit worrying. Like sirens. I do like how that guy did a little dance before shooting civilians. It's always fun when you do that. Okay, where are you, Ursula? Everyone's in range and still frenzy. Here we go. How much willpower do these guys have? 32. I'm unlikely to get that down without viral. I need Ursula to do something in that regard. For now though, this guy's out in the open, that's fine. Let's just go back here. Murder this guy. Okay, insta-kill, lovely. Maybe just run away. I really do love Ella. Ellie's so fun in this. That civilian who woken up again, I'm fairly certain I told him to sleep so I didn't have to look at him. Sophia, let's get you in here. You apparently are allowed to shoot people. Yeah, that's a good shot. I'll take that. I want to try and take out the lower arm, so wait for him to get up slightly. Oh. Don't think we took out the arm? That's fine. Going to 2, doing Overwatch a pistol. Make sure we don't have any sirens advancing on us. Ursula, can we get you to take a shot at one of the guys in the back? Sirens. Don't believe we can. That's a shame. I'll move Elif forward first then. They're pretty far back. I should be safe to just run far forward with Elif. He's got a shield if he needs it. And... oh, what? Paralyse him. That'll do.
Moving
I
now.
know I've already shot him a bit. It's a little bit of a waste in that regard. Should be able to completely paralyse him in one turn. Damn, not quite completely. Just kill him instead. I could just bash him, you know. Can't bash with a shield. I'll just keep paralysing then. Then get him to back off slightly. He's got assault rifle, won't be able to do much against the heavy's armour. I hope anyway. As for you, Omar, got grenades. I'll see what you can do.
Repositioning.
To try and lure over one of these sirens.
I know how to do this.
Yeah, you just launch a grenade in there. Could use 5 will points to make the grenade more powerful. We just want to get his attention though. And of course, yeah, it's a grenade that inflicts virus because of how he works. Sniper, what do we want the sniper to do? We'd quite like to get him up there. Not at all possible anytime soon. Yeah, I'd say that would work. Get him there next turn. And I believe that's everyone but Ursula now. Ursula can get into here, I'd say. I do need to keep her in good cover. She's the one who helps everyone else out. Yeah, I'll do that, and I can't get an overwatching like that. I do this, I might get a shot off against him if he moves.
Fire in the hole!
Ooh, that's a napalm grenade or something. Or a Molotov, perhaps.
You want some friend?
That fire damage is pretty vicious. Don't seem to be having fun dealing with that. Whatever, that sirens found their victim. Elif, you know what you're doing. You're gonna go paralyze this Triton. There we go. Paralyzed for the next 4 turns. You know what, let's make that a bit more. There we go. Paralyzed for the next 12 turns. Deploy a shield just to be extra careful, because I don't think he's got enough action points to do much else. Now, that fire's getting in my way to provide any sort of backup. What would have been nice is to use Ella to run up here, get a hit in the siren. That's not possible now. Can't get in here because I need to run through the fire as well. Much like the song by Dragon Force, Through the Fire and Flames. It's hardly all that relatable because I'm not going to run through. Yeah, fire, you get a ticking amount of it if you get attacked immediately, like bleeding. Possibly that gets put out if you wait. Don't know if it's the same as XCOM in that regard. Yeah, passing through and taking massive amounts of damage, like that thing there took about 140 fire damage in its turn. How? Why is it hit point? Why are the hit points allegedly so much higher than they actually are? Not lost just 40 health. Anyway, that siren will likely finish off this assault, so that's safe. I think what I do is I move forward, not necessarily far enough forward to attack. Far enough forward that I can get frenzied again, then run in. Little worried that that siren's going to try and come back through this fire. So I guess I'll sit around here for now. Should be a safe enough spot. Civilian, we don't care about you. Sophia. Yeah, I can get some good overwatching.
Taking
Get
position.
her up here, we're against melee people. It should be safe enough to disregard any good cover if we want. Disregard cover,
Moving to
prioritise
coordinates.
overwatch.
I'm on Overwatch.
Yeah, if you're fine to sit there. Omar, we'll
Be right
move you
there.
up here, get you to overwatch the other side of the fire. Les, can you get a good
Using.
grenade in? Yeah, we could get a multi-kill, possibly, killing our friend. Lovely. But we might avoid doing that. Just doing overwatch. Sniper's finally in position. Don't know if I'll actually be able to get any shots off, but we can always be hopeful. Let's get a big Overwatch cone.
Got you covered.
As we're on higher ground, we don't need to worry. You end the mission with a mind-controlled enemy. Do you also capture them? How does that work? Not actually sure if it would make sense for it to be how it works. I'd like to say it would. Let's do an Overwatch and just hope they don't murder us. You don't think it, oh, they can go through a window. I thought that was a wall. Here. Oh. If they panic themselves. Zula, where are you? Where to send you? Zula, can you mind control them? Mind control, you've got 15 will points. You've got 24 but they're panics. What's the repercussion? Might be, you know. Take out that instigator though, that's fine. I think Ella can just run out and murder this guy. Possibly Bleed will be good if we've got a lot of health. If they're panics as well, yeah, Bleed's essentially double the damage. Other options this, which in 3 hits I could actually kill them actually. Yeah, there we go. Civilian that's panicked. Ah, that would make more sense. I have, however, just murdered a friend, and that is definitely this guy panics now. Max will points of 2. They are not having a fun time. Ursula though, let's give it a shot. Can we capture them if they're mind controlled? Get a bit closer. Do I need to specify the enemy? I mean, there's only the one. I'm assuming that would be how you specify normally. Mind controlled should end the fight. Do we capture them? Definitely capture that Triton. That's definitely happening. Let's see, fingers crossed. Very nice if we did. And no, you don't capture them if they've been mind controlled. That makes sense. The criteria they gave you is they need to be paralysed. I'm still a bit disappointed though. Maybe I haven't learnt where they came from. Do however have the unique guy from New Jericho in here. That little star. Elite training, that's why. So, they're a technician. What do they come with? Less stealth, better accuracy on their armour. W. 30 damage in a burst of 4, so that's 120 for 1 action point. Got proficiency with robotic arms. Turret deployment. They seem decent. A little pricey. I think I'd rather wait until I just get them. Alright. That sounds like they could be quite good. Potentially giving them some stealth and just setting up a turret behind the enemies might be fun. Let's put some stuff in towards repairing that, maybe they'll like me more. I don't think I actually did anything, that's a shame. I've completely forgotten what I was up to last time. I'll just stick that in there, that's fine. That probably takes the highest priority. Siren then that, we'll finish Siren. Ah, that is actually a good point, we do come with gear, don't we? Okay, we've got to make a tough choice here. I want to save up to make an aircraft. I've currently got a bunch of people sitting in here, unable to do anything. Now, I know I'm consistently getting told by Whaling Banshee that I should just steal the aircraft, but I'd feel bad. So I'm not going to. I've got 4 people in here, unable to do anything. They'll only be getting more. To be a while until we get more. See, everyone does it. I don't want to though. You can't convince me by telling me everyone does it. They're not that expensive, or Christ, they're expensive. They're not that expensive. I mean, look at them. I could just get a nice speedy one because it's a bigger continent. Makes me feel better than just stealing it. Yeah, you're right, I really should just be stealing them. But I'm gonna stand by my ways of not stealing anything from the Havens. I've only just noticed this. They've got like stars in the ocean. Peculiar. Anyway, I want to get my people healed up. I'll do this bionic fortress. Move over here. What are my other guys doing? They are moving back to base. Oh, and we've got a new kind of siren and Chiron? Chiron? I don't know. Command siren variation. Directing troops as well as mind controlling opponents. Okay, so finally they've got mind control. Now, seeing how the ones before came with around 32 willpower or something, it's like something ridiculous. Yeah, this one's got 34. Mind control's a genuine concern with them. Evolved Axim mobile artillery unit. That's different. Can it launch him further, perhaps? Can't see anything new in its body. Assume that's the case. Tiamat, you can explore some places, we don't particularly care right now. Now we just wait for people to heal and rest. When we actually got an event when visiting one of these places. Our operatives have asked to participate in the Rite of Trust, performed today at Larak. This ritual involves stories and riddles that seek to recontextualize the faith of disciples in the Exalted. Teach that it's not a matter of blindly following someone, as the false prophets of the past demanded, but of trusting her as you trust a friend, knowing her intent is good even if you don't always understand her actions. I'll participate? Sure. Ritual begins a short reading from the Gospel of Exalted, chapter 4. Here were written all the names of all the faiths that had misled man, promising salvation in the future world, yet offering nothing in the world of flesh. Yet man knew in his heart it was the flesh that was corrupt, and it was there that the healing must begin. This segues into an odd, almost Quinn-like parable about how people are easily misled, and how the purpose of the Exalted is different than that of the false prophets. Basically, it's a cult. That's all it's saying. Got another place to visit. Finished the siren autopsy. What new researches do we get? Shotguns. Slam strike shotgun sounds like it would come with extra shock damage. Honestly, I'm just gonna give up on the weapons from New Jericho. I don't like the New Jericho weapons. Instead, we'll stick in the fancier shotgun. And now we continue waiting for these people to heal. Down here we finished, I believe that's us visited everything in all of the world in this area. Yeah, send them back to Phoenix Charlie then. Mission there, the Time Vault, I remember that one. Mission objective to capture a siren. That's concerning. Also got another haven under attack. Looks like it should be fine. Under research, food harvesting technology. You can eat the pandorans. I mean, yeah, that sounds good. Ah, that's what I need to capture Siren for. Psychic influences. Potentially I can get psychic weapons. Got this person here, why did I hire them? Are they all that promising? Ah yeah, they had biochemist. And trooper. I might use him at some point. For now though, let's get... oh, these guys are already healed up. Lovely, let's do Bionic Fortress. Location of transmission appears to be the pure central base. Initial analysis suggests the presence of multiple fully bionic soldiers, as well as Subject 24 himself. Should we succeed in killing him, there's a high likelihood the rest of Pure will fall into disarray. This makes me think I might want to drop a save. Sounds dangerous. There we go. Well, let's do this, I guess. Start mission. Got our best, if not brightest, guys coming along. Through editing them slightly. Extra strength, maybe? Anything else I need in them? Particularly. Extra thief for movement speed's good. I'll just put points into strength now, get our health up. Ursula, we'd like you to get some willpower. Movement's usually what I'd go for, but we need willpower for her. Sophia, we'll give you this fancy hood so you can detect everyone a bit better. And slightly more strength. Don't want her to have Warcry. Warcry's always useful. He's got just enough points for it, so sure. You know, really need to get him some better armor, don't we? I've got his raider armor on. And I guess we'll just leave him, he's not really got enough points. The sniper. Let's see. I'll probably just increase his speed, I guess. Position himself a bit easier. I believe that's everyone in the strike team, yeah. Let's go. Turn fire is weird in a sniper. If you're using them right, they're never going to be getting shot. They have to return fire and they will hit them, however. Anyway, let's hope this doesn't take too much longer. It seems it's a quick loading time. Yeah, it would definitely help with rapid repositioning of everyone. Like stick a sniper towards the front lines, get shot slightly. That's hopefully murdering the enemy. Thing is, damage output in sniper does tend to trail off slightly as time goes on. We've got infiltrator, that's worrying. Okay, I think that's not usually what I do. Ursula, we're going to immediately instill frenzy in everyone. We need people moving out. Sophia can overwatch with a single action point left. Do we want her going in there? Not necessarily. That guy can go invisible, which is a little concerning. Let's use her to scout things out.
Tango spotted.
Spotted a spider robot. The back there. Here, something in there. Potentially don't center inside, because that spider could just explode from, well, it's in relatively decent cover. I've only windows I can shoot for these though. These don't give you a good angle. I think I'm going to need to go in. It's a terrible idea, but we need to do an overwatch.
Nothing's getting past me.
Sula, we just need you to be moving forward. It's not so much brave, it's more reckless than anything else, I'll be completely honest. I know it's a terrible idea and I should definitely not be doing it. Can't get a shot off.
Easy enough. Sure thing.
You're an infiltrator. Yeah, we can actually get a half decent hit in there.
That's
I
unlucky.
think that was a hit. Oh, I missed. That's a shame. Overwatching with pistols not worthwhile. You just need them to move up. There's no cover, is my main concern. It might have actually been a better idea to take cover inside this building and let them come to me. Bit late for that now though. Over here we have Ella, my favourite melee person, and also my only melee person. There isn't a lot of competition there. Just want her moving forward. I'll put her into small amount of cover, potentially. Well, keep people spread apart slightly. Get an overwatch in. Just just in case the worst happens. Omar, I love you, man. You're gonna go right up to front. You're gonna take all the spider drones to the base and protect everyone, you big damn hero. Omar is very much just going to die, I'd imagine.
Yes.
Unless we can get a grenade over the building. No, we can. I feel that should be a kill on that drone. Sadly it isn't. Can get some damage in on that infiltrator though. Give it a shot. Ah, has lots of armor. Alright. Fire it here, let's see. Don't let it blow up the roof. Well, I guess we're not using that ladder anymore. And the ladder's just gone. Elif, honestly, I don't know what to do with him. Maybe put him in a window, get him to put his shield up. Might be able to taunt some guys ever so slightly. He'll be fine. Sure. I'm a bit worried about Sophia, however. Also worried about just how many spider drones they have. Christ. How many? That's two over there, there's one back there, probably another next to that infiltrator. Another one there. I really am starting to wish I brought along the car. Okay, we've got another guy behind the stairs. Someone else here, that's the assault. I'm assuming next to him is a sniper. Must be a sniper just next to him, otherwise we'd have seen it. Something else we weren't able to hear. It's disorienting everyone. Got a heavy. I'm hating this. Why do they all have neural destruction? What does it even do? It prevents me from using abilities, I believe, doesn't it? I think that's what I read it did. It was in the advanced bionics, I'm fairly certain. Destroy his gun. He could be fairly useless. Not too much armor and everything else. Just aim for the gun. There we go. He's got a grenade in his hand. Can I shoot the grenade? Can you? That looks like it's a fire grenade too. Oh god, we've got fire grenades. Just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. They're coming to me. Everyone take cover. Oh god, this is not a good time. Oh Christ. Why do they have so many spider drones as well as flame grenades?
Insights.
Do we take a sniper shot at a spider drone? Oh, I get a shot, I've got such a small profile. Assume grenades are one-handed. I'll take out a spider drone if I can. I missed. Well, retreat. We're not going to evac, we're just going to fall back slightly. Ella could get some attacks in. Did she one shot? Potentially yes. Run in, run out. I think she can run in then out again. Shake it all about though after. That might not work. No, I don't think the priest protected them. Which is a shame. They're immune to panic, not neural disruption though. Yeah, we can get a killing. A big ol' whack. Comes off some fancy stuff. But yeah, that's not what we need. We need to just run the hell away from here. They've got fire grenades, they've got spider drones that'll just bomb everything in sight. Or in reach anyway. Like, we don't stand a good chance here unless we get into good tactical position, which I'm hoping this building will provide if we can get onto the roof maybe. Don't know how spider drones work. We might be able to climb walls even if there's not a ladder. It's not fun. Why did I do this mission? I knew it would be a difficult one. Just didn't think it'd be quite this, like, almost impossibly difficult. Can I get a grenade in here? Potentially. Not a good shot. Definitely get one into the courtyard, possibly strip some armour off the heavy. Try and get one in there. Seems like a relatively decent area. Give it a shot. That is a miss. Grenade launcher does not seem to be all that accurate, and I didn't bring any backup ammo for it, so we only have 8 shots. Yeah, let's retreat. I try and hide on this building. Just keep people running back for the most part. I don't know how long the neural disruption works. I think it's only a turn, so we should be able to frenzy again next turn. Assault rifle, decent shot, can't pierce the armour though. So instead we'll overwatch over here. No, Overwatch will attack spider drones. Let's reposition her. I want to get people into good spots. Stand up briefly. I pressed the wrong button, you didn't stand up. Okay. Cool. Spider drones don't have the best AI. They just blow up against the wall. How on earth was he left survivor? You just have 3 drones try and blow him up and he's not taking a single bit of damage. I have gotten insanely lucky, haven't I? I'm assuming the spider drones You're made to explode through walls if you're inside the radius, but the blast doesn't travel through walls unless the wall's destroyed. We've got a technician. That's worrying. Yeah, I've got personal defense weapons. Should be fine if I have a heavy. It's low damage. Let's put up a turret. That's less good. Grenade in there would be nice if we had a proper grenade with us. People are still not able to use their abilities. Damn. Damn. I'd imagine he's immune to mind control. Let's see. All abilities, that's not what I care about. Head. Say he's immune, I might be able to mind control him and have him get blown up by his own minds. Because they're all using a lot of their will points to actually try and keep me not able to use abilities. And I'm not able to do it this turn because, like I say, they're stopping me from using abilities. But potentially in the future, that might be something I could consider. For now though, I'm going to run in, murder the technician, then run out is my plan. I have a way I can take out anything else. Any proper grenades, I do have this. Not going to do enough. I really feel the spider drones should be weaker. Okay, we need you to stand up, Elif. You're not going to be any good sitting there.
Ready to engage.
Not able to one-shot. Are they immune to shock? Believe so. Specify it anywhere. Always confuses me though, because a lot of the time these guys are immune to shock damage. Nice is to try and take care of that turret. That comes first. Spider drones can deal with them, they're not too bad. If they explode on me, it's not the best. That's fine. Take out the turret. You left it useless. It's allowed to shoot back at you. I should have looked into that. Lovely. Yeah, return fire. I'm half dead. Now, I'm assuming turrets can't move, so I'm gonna hide here. Return fire, it doesn't matter, it's not doing Overwatch. Move in here, Ella, do your best. You might lose Elif. To take out that technician. Technician drop. Ammo for his weapon. Do we take out the turret as well? And then just let Ella get blown up? Now, they've become autonomous, so they don't have any infiltrators left. That's good to know. Say anywhere. Detonate self-destruct, doesn't specify its damage. I'll likely want to just stay away from that then. We'll hide in here. You know, I think you're going to be sacrificed. Possibly not even for the greater good, I think you're just going to be sacrificed. There's not really anything I can do. Unless my sniper gets a good shot in. which I'll want him to take from around here. Don't want him getting shot through. I was going to save a window, but more so just the gaping hole in the wall.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I reckon both of these have about the same chance. I'm not allowed to put the shield in front of action points.
Waste of
I feel if, sadly. Can't do healing from over here. I need Elif to come back. I run up here, might be able to do something. My hope is this window will protect me yet again. He's got a shield on his back, so he should hopefully be protected against... Oh, I didn't mean to zoom out. I meant to do this. Should be protected partially from attacks from behind. Because even if it's not equipped, it still is registered as an entity, I'd imagine. Not even worth taking that shot. Assaults are not what I needed against Pure. I shouldn't have brought as many as I did. That being one. Can apparently get a shot at the turret. Not a kill, so I probably don't want to. Overwatch. Overwatch in this area in case the drones try and get around that window. Sophia. Oh, I could have given more action points to the melee person and had him take out both the drones before retreating. Damn, I hadn't thought about that. Might have been able to save Elif after all. That turret can't move.
Finger on the trigger.
Could give points to Elif, get them to retreat. Not quite within the range, I need to move further forwards to do it. Elif. And I run back.
Moving to coordinates.
Guess a pistol Overwatch. It's not going
I
to
got
be
this
very
covered.
useful, so I'll just do a short range. Elif, we're able to save you. Would a shield protect against explosives? Doubtful. Could try and lure them away from everyone else. Could try and stun them. Can they be stunned? Not got much health. So paralysis would work if it's applicable. I mean, the biological effect. Is it a biological effect? It's paralysis, it's not a stun. Through like shock or anything. I think it's specifically a neural weapon, it says. That's paralysing. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna try and retreat. I end up moving over into cover, it'd be for best. Potentially draw fire from the turret. Sit here, I'll be able to get inside after, or onto the roof. Or whatever I need to do to be repositioned. Not sure how far they can move, it doesn't seem to be too far. So if I move over here, leave myself out in the open, that should draw turret fire even if I put my shield up. Protect myself from that turret. Omar, we can still use you. Possibly just get you to medkit.
On my way.
Get a medkit in. Can't have you left going down. You need to keep everyone alive best as possible. That shock damage and high hitting damage from a heavy is definitely going to help.
Do you feel okay?
One thing I've just thought about is what if they walk around here? Heavy up there, they'll likely be trying to get up top. Heavy though, I shouldn't need to worry. Just be careful, I'll move Omar around here. Let's see, how far can they move? That's quite far. Equipment damaged, not destroyed. That just blew up the rest of the wall, that's fine. Overwatch, I'll potentially hit Ella. Yeah, my plan works to draw the turret's fire, that's fine. Didn't think that turret would get shot off. Ah, but we're now able to use abilities. They've all been using a ton of theirs, I can just mind control them, hopefully. Are they immune to mind control? I don't know. I want to hope that they aren't. Okay, what we firstly need to do is take care of that turret.
Just give the word.
A shot in that turret, I can get one if I'm here.
Sure thing.
Just take that, that's good enough shot. Cool, turret's down. Okay, this is somehow panning out moderately okay. Not well, like definitely not well, but it's panning out better than I'd expected. We're not within mind control range. Go here. Mind control range? You're within range, you're immune to mind control. Okay, so everyone's still frenzied. Or is that run out? It's run out at this point. Still frenzy then. Just hunker down there for the rest of the turn. That Overwatch needs to go. Ella's our biggest hitter. We need to get her in there. Like, she could one-shot that technician, then get in for that assault. Got onslaught. It's an assault. Who's got the best armor out of my heavies? Omar does. I think this might be Omar's duty. I'll activate the Overwatch. Try and take him out. Apparently I wouldn't even get a shot in from here. So I need to run to here for even less cover. That's a shotgun as well, that's fine. Okay, perfect, we've triggered the Overwatch. Now we can run in. Take out both these guys in one combat turn, then we need to take out a turret, and I believe that's everyone. Yeah, take out him. They're now panicked, which doesn't matter because they're soon to be very much dead. Gave her 2 more action points, could she get up there? Eventually, you know. Very least she could take out that turret. You know, we've got a heavy up top, we need to be careful of that. Just extract her best we can, get her into some good cover. Probably around here should be good, seeing as she's melee, close to the front lines, gives her plenty of space to not die in. Okay, there's a turret through there. Is it even worth shooting? Interesting. Why does this do more damage? It has more single shot damage, so I guess that makes sense.
Taking aim.
Yeah, that would deal more damage. She has Master Marksman, so I could actually try and get her into good position to just take 3 separate shots at it. 3 shots isn't good enough though. Okay, Omar, you run up here. Sophia, run up here, get into some cover. Turnfire could help. I think what I want to do is onslaught and then give it to Omar. He might be able to take out this turret. Also, if there's a heavy up there, I want Omar to be the one taking the brunt of it. He's got a lot of health and such. Do we just run right up to it? Leave myself completely vulnerable. I think run
On my
here.
way.
As close as I can justify guessing. Come on, Omar. Surely you won't miss this. Bloody missed it. God, Omar, you're useless. Why are the heavies so inaccurate? Let's put my faith in him, I clearly shouldn't have.
I'm on Overwatch.
Aelif, get your shield up. I don't care about you anymore, Aelif. You just go in here, put your shield up, maybe actually go right here, put your shield up. How much health does it still have? Plenty. Great. Hopefully take the aggro from that turret. Got heavy up top. Should be safe, I'll need to jump down. All I need to do is survive Elec and murder it. Especially if Sophia's help. Yeah, we'll leave that. Let's see. How does this go wrong then? Okay, that went according to plan. Good Overwatch shot there. Good on you, Sophia. It's an Overwatch cone at this window, possibly at the door. Keep forgetting, is this like XCOM where if you fire a shot at someone it disables Overwatch?
Confirming
as long as you
target.
hit anyway. Don't think it is. Yeah, it isn't. He's got a heavy gun. Even tells you in little symbols. Like if I show for this turret and you look down in the bottom in the middle of the screen, there's a little return fire icon on it. It's always handy to remember if that's there then. I can get 2 shots off in this guy if I use Sophia's ability. This might actually just... Right. Oh, he's dead. Well. I guess moving out of cover to take a shot counts as moving. And we've lost yet another one of the guys we started with. Well, we get some revenge at least. That's a shame. Could have just used Gila for it, couldn't I? He wouldn't have triggered Overwatch. It's a second death, and lost one person while figuring out how missions work, lost another while figuring out how Overwatch works. So, it's a learning experience of both, I'm fine with that. Well, fine's maybe not the right word, but still. It could have been worse. Subject 24 is no more. What remains of Pierre's stronghold has been completely destroyed and its technology stripped. Our teams managed to retrieve a large amount of archived drives containing terabytes of data. Unfortunately, the advanced encryption proved impossible to crack. What secret Subject 24 had, he's taken them to the grave with him. Only rest knowing that the threat of Pierre is no more. I feel this mission might have been meant to have been done a lot later in the game, I'll be honest. Seeing as that's just completely wiped out the Pure. I mean, hooray, I've murdered some people. Getting replacement though for Omar. What do you have down here? It's transfer points. Got another heavy. Already level 2 somehow. There's a training room in here. Oh, perhaps we should build a training room. Yeah, training facility. Bit pricey and I'm running low on research, I'm gonna have to say no. Yeah, I'll probably take on this guy next. We're gonna be the new melee. Or another melee. Potentially a melee heavy combination could be quite interesting. Good armour means it can run up to people who have shotguns and the like without really worrying. Even if they're in Overwatch. I believe I didn't mean to do that, I meant to go back. Ella. This one? Yeah, close quarters evade. Oh, they stack. That is definitely something I want to keep in mind then. It's got new recruits. Sniperist and close quarters. That could be an interesting one. Really go in one of two directions. Don't have resources to spare to really kit them out yet though. So I'll need to leave them be. Yeah, we'll want to go grab the heavy from down here, I think. I'll give them all of Omar's old gear. And I think once you've got this guy in the group, they'll head back to one of the... I was going to say we'd wrap up the stream, but apparently there's a haven under attack I was going to help. I forgot about that. I'll help the haven and I'll wrap the stream up after that. That's been almost 3 hours. That's about as long as I can be bothered streaming. And now we just wait. Game doing okay? Yeah, it seems to be alright. Or is it? It might be struggling a bit. Ah, there it goes. Green. sight? I'm invisible? I'm not invisible. I mean, I'm in stealth. Got a similar icon off of a thief perk I've got. It's confusing, I don't like quite how over the top the effect is. I'll be honest with you. No one else has it. It's only him. Because he's an infiltrator, that's why. Must be it. Don't think I took the stats which would give him, or the thing which would give him extra bonuses while attacking from stealth, but I guess that's what it's about. Anyway, enemies attacking from down there, up there, up there. Okay, so got a car, which should be fine. Send Keshi. You go in this direction quickly. See if there's any enemies immediately. Not any immediately, but you've spotted someone over there. God, those are some good eyes you've got. Now, that's Scourge Alpha. Yeah, it means I won't be getting shot at yet if they are in stealth. Thing definitely worth knowing, so I understand why it shows you.
Let's do this.
Let's keep going over here. What do you spot, Takeshi? Why did you stop? Hasn't found anything. That means there's an enemy possibly hiding in stealth. Keep him somewhat in cover. Not officially cover, but it is. Watch over there, just to be safe. Now with this car, do you want to just missile him? Don't like scourges. There won't be too many enemies. It's just a haven raid. Sure. I don't need to protect the houses, just keep them, so that's fine. He took falling damage. That's interesting. Enemy bleeding out there as well. It's even more effective than I meant to be. Look at that. Solving future problems before I even know they're a problem. Yeah, these suburbs aren't great for actually hitting anything inside of. You can probably go up towards the front, maybe not actually into the very front lines. Get this berserker on the side, it would be nice.
Already there.
Stasia. They're heavy with the new Jericho gun. They need to be getting up to the front lines as well. There's noises in there. Imagine from a close proximity, that's not aliens. Ethan can't get a shot off.
I'm on the move.
Best shot. He can take it. Hit that machine gun, I might be able to take it out in one go. I think that was a hit at the machine gun. Equipment destroyed, machine gun. Perfect. That's a tyrant, so I don't think it's a spitter at all. That should just retreat. I'll make him hide behind the car to make sure he's safe. Car can stay still, that's fine. Yeah, it should be a nice simple haven defense.
For the exalted.
Let's see what happens. Taking a pistol shots. Usual. Alright. That guy, that Orphan Tyrant, they can do stuff still, they have a spitter head. Something I'll need to be wary of. Wait, if poison hits someone's weapons, that's too bothersome really. They're going to die next turn, so that's fine. I estimate at 43 health, I think I saw for a split second. Have a look. 43 health, yeah, we're not quite going to die. They can leave the Tyrant to this melee person. They can get them in one combat round, that's fine. Shield Bearer Alpha. I think that's just a shield, potentially a pincer. It's clipped into the wall, I can't quite tell. Regardless, they're well armoured, so it calls for everyone's favourite, missiles. Just have a quick drive through everyone's homes. Gets into a slightly better position. To take that shot, if he's got a pincer, he's not really much a priority. We just try and finish off that guy. I think they're trying to retreat though. Sure. Let's just destroy some more houses while I'm here. If anything, I'm here to save people, not their houses, that's fine. Apparently picked up these civilians, they can just hide. I'll do. Icar can shoot a Tyrant. Potentially hit the leg. Let's give it a shot. 20 damage, it's fine. Taking another shot at the leg. That was a miss entirely. Maybe hit the shield slightly. Over here, a new Jericho gun. Shouldn't quite tear through the shield. Actually, no, it allegedly will. Just take out the shield then. There we go. That was surprisingly a lot easier than I thought it would be to take out the shield. Now we can take out the arm or pincer, and that's everything sorted. They are now completely armless. Also, they are completely harmless. But I could have done a better rhyme if I'd thought about it there. Takeshi, I don't think we've caught a... We haven't caught an orphan yet. Send you up here, you don't need to worry about him. I don't think he's got poison on him. I probably should have checked if he had poison on him. It's easy to check. No, doesn't seem to have poison. At this point, that guy back there is my biggest concern, but not much of a concern. I think I'll just send Nathan up here. Get the snipers to group together. Yeah, the berserkers can take care of this guy. Melee's possibly too powerful in this. As long as you can actually get into good position, then it's near enough impossible to lose in melee combat. There he goes, running away. Not quite been able to flee, so we'll see. Where's Takeshi? Oh, we're not able to get a proper attack in with the paralysing thing. Let's just murder it. yeah, I could have dashed. That was a good point. Well, I think it still would have fled. Would have been able to get at most 2 paralysing attacks, and that would have been 16 paralysis, and it needs to have around 30, I believe. I think that's fine enough. Wait for that mission to end. And with that, I'll probably wrap up the stream. I'll have a look for all my people, try and outfit them how I can, but I won't be doing any more missions. Where I'm not doing the mission yet, though. So let's make sure I know what everything's doing. Tiamat. For next time, I need it to be heading back to base.
Construction complete.
That paused. The medical bay and transfer point, lovely. Anyway, let's go through everyone. Keshi, he's done alright for himself. Handgun proficiency. I don't need that. Brawler, I don't need. Onslaught could be worthwhile. I'll give him Onslaught. There we go. It's a car. That's fine enough. We know what a car is. Anesthesia. Still not sure what I want them to be doing. Let's give them some speed. That'll be good enough. Arena has 50 points. Can actually get these last ones now. I think rapid clearance could be good fun for a sniper. Like mix that with the quick aim. You can just pick off as many small enemies as you want. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Take that, get her some willpower. Nathan. Moving up in the world, he's got 100 points. You have quick aim. Maker. Need to get sniperist. Pick up with a sniper rifle at some point. Currently we don't have any, I'll need to get one manufacturing. Try and remember to do that. Noah, he's a priest, I picked him up simply because he was a priest. That's about it, we'll need to equip him at some point. This person, honestly can't remember why I picked him up, I might just dismiss him at some point. I'll keep him around, we do have biochemist as well as trooper. A bit further on than I'd hoped for though. This Joe guy, still a person we got from a haven which New Jericho owned. He's done nothing yet. Will he do anything in the future? He's got a thief. Potentially we can make him an infiltrator as well, try and make him like stealthy and assault rifles. Sniper raider we got. It's a biochemist. The far-sighted could be worthwhile. Don't know what their dual class would be yet, we'll need to consider that later on. Arlo, this is the assault guy we got from the raiders. Cautious and reckless can get extra damage at cost of accuracy, extra accuracy at cost of damage, or both for just extra accuracy. Not sure what we'd make him. Possibly we'd want to make him into an infiltrator, have another person doing stealth assault rifles. Because if he's got extra accuracy, it's definitely going to help. This is the raider heavy we got. We're going to be coming into a team, we'll take a brawler for him. We want to get this when we can. We'll put them into berserker as well. That should all be good. That's better pistols potentially. Back to start, we've got Ella. Ella doesn't really need anything. Extra willpower could be decent from this. Potentially ignore pain? Her weapons are one-handed, so it shouldn't be a problem. Not panic or be mind controlled. Now that's going to be a nice one actually. We want that. Well, we'll just wait for you maybe. No, extra willpower. Sure. Like your heavy assault for Mary. Yeah. Being able to just close in on people is good. But if you're giving them extra movement of frenzy, then you can just keep using your assault people with onslaught to keep them going. They can just move in, get an attack, use onslaught. Essentially, they didn't use any actions to move in and murder someone. So that's what I'm planning to do, which is why I'm happy I went with heavy before. Sophia, want quick aim? Not really. Then Elif, anything to do with him? Sniper, maybe return fire, maybe dash. Go dash. I think that's pretty much everything then, yeah. If you could run all over the map, wiping out onslaught. Ah yeah, rapid clearance is actually really nice if you had a melee. Got what that does entirely. Or 2 action points for each enemy killed. Yeah, that could be a nice one on them. I mean, it is hard to ignore if you go back to Ella. 50% more damage. Like, being able to just one-shot people is great. Even if they've got heavy armor, you're now bypassing even more of that armor. I'm not regretting taking heavy with it. Assault could also be fun, but I do see what you mean. Yeah, I'm gonna call a stream here though. I did say I had to remember to do something and I've forgotten quite what it was. It was probably making a weapon of some type. Life of me, I don't remember what I was wanting to make. Back to personnel. Oh wait, no, I remember now. A sniper rifle. That sniperist person. Where's the sniper rifles? Here it is. You also need an extra one for arena. I'm low on tech, I'm aware. I can't bloody get any. I'll see you around, Michael. Cheers for coming by. Hope you've learnt something. If anything. Well, not the most informative stream, I'll be honest. Yeah, no havens want to offer tech. Why? Maybe it's because I have to zoom in. It is because I have to zoom in. Cool. I've just been playing the same time. That's fair enough. So, how do trades work? I'll need to look into it next time. Potentially look this time though, I'll be honest, I'll have a very quick check, I am curious.
Research complete.
Then autopsy. Unlocked a new research. What was it? Better cannons. There we go. Keep going. Damn it. Now at its spot. Oh, I get to trade food. I mean, yeah, sure. I don't need food. On anything that isn't showing. Awesome. Honestly, I'll just take both of these. I don't need food. I'm just going to make a bunch of food production places when I can, and that's going to be my primary source of currency. Anyway, that's that for now. I'll be doing this again next Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll be doing Domina. It's a gladiatorial simulator. You can come along. I'll get a gladiator named after you. We can train you up and you can die gloriously or die just a horrible death we didn't see coming at all. But yeah, bye for now. I'll hopefully see you around. No, enjoy the company at the very least. I do appreciate you coming by. Anyway, goodbye for now. Hope you have a good evening and such. And anyone watching the VOD, if anyone, I hope you enjoyed as well. But yeah, bye for now.